to the Hangar at Oaks Amusement Park. Thank you for coming. We're going to have a great game for you tonight between the Texas Roller Derby addicts and your Breakneck Betties. I am Hamtrak, your MC. This is Nom Nom, my partner in crime, Toe Furious, up in the booth. And we're going to be calling the action for you tonight in the house and on the live stream. Thank you for joining us. We have a couple of quick house rules to go over. So if you pay attention real quick, please. The track is lava. Please do not step over the black barriers. You could have a collision with a skater or an official. I promise you will not win that one. So please stay on the walkways. About the walkways, only leave your seats and pass in front of your fellow spectators between jams. But please be a good neighbor. Scrunch in real tight. It's a sold-out game. We're excited to have you here. We're also excited to have all of our wonderful volunteers and officials. Give them a big round of applause. Our head referee tonight is Nitsugi. Our head non-skating official is Extra Crispy. All right, so we have a very serious announcement to make. If I get everyone's attention, Nom Nom, something very serious happened last weekend in roller derby. Do you know about it?
No, I don't.
Yeah, it happened in New Orleans. It was a big deal. Did you hear about that?
Mardi Gras?
It wasn't Mardi Gras. It wasn't Mardi Gras.
Beignets.
Always beignets. Always beignets, but more importantly,
What was it?
your Wheels of Justice are 3-time world champions!
Yeah!
Bring them on out!
Come on out here.
Come on out! Give it up for your Wheels of Justice! Tarantula and Bonnie Thunders are carrying the Hydra!
Turn me up a little bit. Come on, give me a little volume. Hi, you guys. I'm Rocket Man. I'm the executive director of the Rose City Rollers. Thank you for coming out tonight. I want to say just a couple of words about this team. Playing on the travel team is no joke. You are skating like 5 days a week, working out with your buddies. You are exhausted. You are eat, sleep, breathing roller derby for months on end. They start training in about January, and they just finished this past weekend. It is a long and arduous task. This team started the season with a nearly whole new blocker rotation, so they really had to learn how to gel as a team. This past weekend, not to mention, we started the season off and people were like, oh, Rose City is done. We had a lot of doubters. A lot of doubters. They were wrong. This weekend, right in front of us, you see, we've got our 30-person roster, right? You have 15 people that play in a tournament. But it is this team as a whole, the entire roster, that made this year's All-Star team what it is. Every one of you, even if you were on that roster in New Orleans, you were there. You made it happen, too. It is an amazing, amazing team effort to make something like this happen. At the games in New Orleans were not about a star player or one person doing fantastic, even if somebody wasn't awarded an MVP trophy. Gallifrey. Oh, you're right here. Oh, hi. You're so tall on skates. But what it really came down to is our entire team played as one. They played with focus. They played with heart. They never lost their heads. And I gotta say, one of the best things that I saw happen was when we started in that final game against Victoria, who has beaten us the last 3 times that we've meeting up. When we played, we held them scoreless for 35 points. It was one of the smartest games I've ever seen, and I am beyond words proud of each and every one of you. And thank you so much for being the 2018 All-Stars. Thanks, you guys. I'd like to hand the mic over to We had 2 captains this year, Alicia Nesbitt-Smith, who couldn't be with us today, and Bonnie Thunders. And so I would like to hand the mic to Bonnie to say a couple words.
I wrote it down. Mean said a lot of the things that I was going to say. That's fine. I'm going to read it anyways. So I'm honored to be here tonight representing Rose City Travel Team, fresh off of our winning World Championship game in New Orleans. So for those of you that don't know about our travel team, there's actually 30 of us. There's 2 teams within one team. So we have our A team, Wheels of Justice, and our B team, AOA, and Axles of Annihilation. AOA won the B team, sorry, I wish you had won. They got 3rd place at B team champs this year in October. So we're super proud of them. So we've been training, like Mean said, for about 8 months. We we train about 10 hours a week. And we really had a fresh new team this year. Over half of the entire team has not been on travel team before. So, and we had a brand new coaching staff. So I'm really proud of everything that we accomplished this year. But I also do want to take a few moments to acknowledge all of our league mates, our family, our friends, and our fans that are here tonight and who may not be here tonight with us. But really, without each of you, this trophy wouldn't be possible. We know that you all put a lot of effort into keeping the league running, whether you're coming out, buying tickets, buying beer, whatever you might be doing, fanning, whether you're sending emails, mopping floors, volunteering with our league, all of that goes into this trophy, and without you, we couldn't have done it. So thank you.
Hey, you guys, how about if we bring the Hydra to the middle? Those of you that don't know, the Hydra is the traveling trophy for the current world champs. So let's go ahead and bring you guys all in with the trophy. Bill's right there. Let's get a shot, and then we're going to turn it over and get this event started.
One more time, everybody, a big hand for the All-Stars. All right, back to business. Are you ready for some roller derby now? Oh, Nom, you're so good. Nom, why don't you tell us a little bit about the Texas Roller Derby Addicts?
Well, the Texas Roller Derby Addicts are a team that is made up of multiple players from multiple other teams. We've got representatives from the Texas Roller Girls, from the RG Banditas, from Houston, from Dallas, from all over. We even have a retired zebra on the Texas Roller Derby Addicts.
And a very good one. All right, well, let's bring them out for a skate out introductions. Come on out, Texas.
So, skating for the Texas Roller Derby Addicts tonight, we have number 000, Booty Queen. Number 04, Helga. Number 05, Shakira. Number 215, Pay Your Dues. Number 2113, Trigger. Number 26, Meanie. Number 3, Janet. Number 30, Panda. Number 300, Rago. Number 43, Diamond Cutter. Number 5, Cat. Number 93, Tricks. Number 94, Squasha. Captain, number 3077, Spank. And tonight, the Texas Roller Derby Addicts are captained by Ramrod and Abominatrix. Give it up for the Texas Roller Derby Addicts.
And now, they bleed red and you will too. Give it up for the Breakneck Betties! Number 1055, Abracadaver! Number 122, Ivy Cardi Attack! Number 13, Drone! Wearing number 160, the Captain, Sprout! Number 1920, Susan B. Animosity! Wearing number 23, the 2018 WFTDA MVP, Gallifrey! Wearing number 25, Gingiraffe! Number 309, JMFK! Number 319, Bleeda! Number 33, Uppercase G! Number 426, Ripley! Number 615, Justine Tip! Number 666, Melter Skelter! Wearing number 8, Fleur de Lethal! Number 9, your mom's favorite! And wearing number 93, Fira Nerese! Give it up for the Breakneck Betties! Tonight, the Betties are coached by Mr. Wubbs, Captain Obvious, Demo, and Ovarian Barbarian. All right, let's get it loud in here. We're going to play some roller derby. Dying on this. Yeah, it was. Sounding really overdriven. All right, folks. Well, here we are, getting ready for jam number 1. What a really emotional presentation, huh, Nom Nom?
I got really teary.
It was really that moment, you know. It just brought it home.
Brought it all.
Oh no,
it
that
back.
was.
My heart swelled. And here we are in Jam 1. We've got Abracadaver jamming for the Betties, and we've got Diamond Cutter jamming for Texas.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Abracadaver getting lead jammer from jam number 1 for the Breakneck Betties, the home team.
Before I'd even finished my sentence, even.
I know. Didn't take very long. Well, as you mentioned, the Texas Roller Derby Addicts playing from teams all over the state of Texas. And we already have a cut track penalty on Abracadaver. First power jam going to Texas.
And it looks like we've got a blocker in the box for Texas. Oh, Abracadaver rejoining the pack.
Apparently, the officials decided that was not a cut. And Cadaver out and getting points.
Does she retain lead status? She does retain lead status.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Sailing through the pack like it was nothing.
Really, almost untouched.
Hot knife through butter. Diamond Cutter still being held up there at the front of the pack by a couple of Betty's blockers.
Betty's defense on lockdown right now between Bleeda, G, and Gingiraffe, able to recycle Cutter out of bounds. And that's almost a mercy call off there. And it's 3-2 on that last scoring pass, bringing the total to 11-3 in favor of the Betties.
I think that's a pretty good jam for the first jam.
Absolutely.
Many jams.
Well, if we can keep doing that, it's going to be a great evening. Really some big names on this Texas team, though. They're just a lot of Texas roller girls and a lot of very high-level players. So I believe this one's going to be a very close game.
And it looks like we've got Panda down there for Texas and Ripley for the Betties. Yeah, I was looking at the roster, and there were quite a few names that I recognized from B-Team champs.
And, Ripley has been a Betty for a long time, but first time in the jammer rotation in quite some time. Ripley, a phenomenal skater, but now being put to the test, and Ripley will get lead on her first jam of the new season. Texas completing a star pass now, but it's going to run right into Sprout and JMFK.
And Ripley getting recycled to the back of the pack there by a hit from Booty to the outside.
Sprout getting a forearm penalty. Pivot in the box. Pivot, of course, the only one that can take the star from the jammer.
Janet Janet was our jammer there for Texas at the very end before it got called off by Ripley.
Ripley able to call off before letting Texas score any points. 3-0 in that jam. 14-3. Of course, the folks with the stars on their heads, the jammers, the only ones that can score points. All the blockers doing the defensive work and the offensive work, too, for their jammers. One of the only sports where you play offense and defense at the same time.
At the exact same time. Down on the track, we've got Ivy Cardi Attack jamming for the Betties and Trigger for Texas.
Both jammers still dealing with walls right now.
Ivy making very short work of hers there, though. Big hits up front. Ivy's out for our lead jammer. Trigger's still fighting. There's another panty pass, star pass for Texas. It looks like Kat Akilzum is now our jammer for Texas.
And immediate call off by Ivy Cardi Attack before Kat can even get back in scoring range.
Before they could even put their helmet cover back on.
And it seems what I'm noticing a pattern already is that Texas is not able to stay together on the scoring passes. They do a good job of staying together at the beginning
on the initials.
On the initial, but on jam starts. But once they play offense, they struggle a little bit getting back together. And I think that's something that's just reflective of being a pickup team
and just not being used to working with each other.
Exactly right.
Gallifrey out as lead jammer.
Not
Shakira.
lead. Nope, Shakira got lead.
Oh, and called it off.
But Gal was in front and takes the call off before Gal can do any damage.
That's what I get for looking at the scoreboard as opposed to the actual skaters.
I'll tell you, that's very difficult seeing what team Gal is on with that checkered over the short alls there in the black and white.
It is confusing.
Well, we're going to come into Jam 5 here, back at the top of the rotation for the Betties, Abracadaver, on the jam line.
And up at the top of the Texas jam rotation as well, with Diamond Cutter wearing the star for Texas.
Abracadaver pushing that front, looks like going to get through, and does. Another lead jam for the Betties. One thing I'll say for Texas, they're very quick about getting that cover off. That helmet cover comes off very quickly as soon as lead jammer's awarded, to their credit.
Texas trying to catch a piece of Abracadaver there at the front of the pack, and Abracadaver just shakes it off.
That's what I love about the big hitty jammers. Cadaver just goes through, just like, you're not stopping me. Kata kills him again, taking the star pass honors there. Having a lot of trouble with that Betty's defense. Oh, and drone.
Abracadaver with a little hop on that last pass, making short work. And there we go. There's another few points that she puts up before she calls it off.
That's a 19-0 jam in favor of the Betties right now.
Here we are in Jam 6, and we've got Ripley up for the Betties making, both jammers making very short work of that pack. And it is a jammer race. Even though Meany has lead, Ripley was in front again. Meany calling it off before Ripley can engage the rest of the pack.
And it looks like we have a team timeout being called by Texas to try and stop the momentum of the Betties as they are now leading 37-3.
Possibly stop the Betty bleed.
Well, team timeout being called by Coach Ramrod of the Texas Roller Derby Addicts. As it was starting to kind of get away from them, they only got lead jammer twice and did not actually even get any points those 2 times they had lead. Those 3 points came from jam when the Betties had lead. So probably an opportune timeout to take right now. Try and refocus his team.
And this is one of the known hazards of sort of the pickup teams, as you said earlier, is just they don't practice together very often. They aren't doing the same intense practicing that the Betties do, and it shows. They're good skaters, but they don't necessarily know how to skate together.
That's true. It goes back to what Rocket Mean and Bonnie Thunder said in that
Very moving
pregame
speech.
thing. Well, yeah, it's all about chemistry, and when you come in with an entirely new blocker core, you have to learn how to trust each other. And that's a no pass, no penalty, no lead for Ivy Cardi Attack. Lead is open right now. Your mom's favorite off to the penalty box.
And the Texas pivot joining the penalty box there.
Yeah, the Texas Jammer is calling it off immediately after getting lead to keep Ivy Cardi Attack from getting any more points. And now we have quite a selection there in the Bud Light penalty box. 2 Betties and 1 Texas skater. So it's going to be kind of a skeleton crew out here for jam number 8.
Texas does have pack advantage with 3 blockers and a jammer on the track. They are missing their pivot. So they will not be able to pass the panty until that pivot comes back on the track.
Yep, Gallifrey, the triple threat.
Just capitalizing on some openness there in the pack. That's all she needs.
And they're going to try and run this jam to get their players out of the box. So Gallifrey asking for offense, getting it, able to stay in bounds. Oh, and then gets hit from behind. It doesn't look like a call.
She managed to make it past several downed skaters.
Well, plus the ghost point in the box. So 4 points to Gallifrey, 4 points to Texas. Oh, a quick little apex jump. And all 4 points on the apex jump were picked up.
And that's Panda, actually, picking that up for Texas very elegantly.
It looked good.
It looked great. It was in bounds, caught points.
I'm okay with not talking about everything that's going on, having a little banter between us is fine too. They can see what's going on.
So we are in a timeout right now.
It's an official timeout, so it looks like the officials gathering at center. It looks like head referee Nitsugi motioning an illegal procedure. I am not sure what they are discussing, but
hopefully we'll hear in a minute here.
Well, it doesn't look like Nitsugi is going for the microphone, so we're just going to make it up.
Sounds good.
Some kind of illegal procedure there. Oh, maybe your mom is up and down in the penalty box, so it seems like there's still confusion.
More timeouts.
So the HNSO is talking to the HR right now, so the head referee and the head non-skating official just confirming some last-minute things. So
and your mom is now sitting again.
So I'm guessing that maybe your mom left the penalty box early and was assessed another penalty. We don't have the penalty tracker board in front of us here, so
we don't. But if your mom sits for 30 more seconds, then I think that we can confirm your guess.
30 plus whatever was left on the previous penalty.
Okay.
Abracadaver, and
Meanie.
it looks like Meanie, yeah. Oh, Wheelamini with a great move on the inside to get lead jammer.
Yeah, just a sideways shuffle, managed to get all around those Betty's blockers.
Cadaver really only about 30 feet behind, though, so the Betties are going to try and protect some points, but and G with the takedown. Nice takedown by uppercase G there.
With an assist by Blita Kahlo.
It looks that way, and your mom's favorite standing in the penalty box now. With, looks like 9 seconds she's signaling to her team left.
You have way good eyesight. I've had LASIK and I couldn't even see that.
At my advanced age, it's amazing if I see anything.
And here we've got Ripley and Trigger.
I would like to note that since the timeout, Texas has put 10 points on the board, and the Betties have only put up 7. So perhaps a very good timeout there, as Texas has been winning since that timeout was called.
They do look like they are sticking together a little bit more, so that was probably what they were told to do.
Ramrod's a big believer in that stay together business, so that's undoubtedly what was going on. Now as JMFK goes off to the box, the Betties make a tripod there at the entrance to turn 2.
And they're just holding Trigger just in place. Trigger looking for some O from her teammates, but Ripley is actually the one who gets out, and Ripley will be our lead jammer.
Ripley with a throwback uniform there. Another completed star pass by Texas.
Rago now wearing the star for Texas. Ripley looking to call it off.
Well, the penalty box now cleared for the Betties.
Just for a second.
Yep.
Because there's Skelter.
Skelter off to the box, so now Ripley's going to have to do a little bit more work. And now she elects to call that one off, and so that's 3-0 on that pass. A grand total of 7-4 for jam number 10.
Yeah, and now we're sitting at 51 points Betties, 17 points Texas. And we've got 2 Betties in the box over there.
Oh, your mom back again. So by a completely unscientific count, that's at least 3 for your mom's favorite.
Yes, bare minimum.
Still 18 minutes left.
Oh, Ivy playing some
little offense there?
Little O-Andy herself there, running the Texas Jammer back. Texas Jammer Pandemonium Doll still out as lead jammer.
Yeah, Panda getting out lead, and Ivy having a hard time with the Texas wall right now. Lita trying to play a little solo derby there. It does not work.
Panda with a little skateboarding action there. Sails on through on one skate.
Completed pass to Drone from Ivy Cardi Attack, and the Betties have to get together here. And they are separated, and Panda is going to make easy. Oh, nice hit by Blita.
Oh.
As that jam ended, Blita made a very, very nice hit.
It was beautiful. Did exactly what it was supposed to accomplish.
But when it's all said and done, 7-0 jam in favor of Texas. Probably their best jam of this game.
I think maybe they're just getting warmed up. It's just taking them a few jams.
You know what, and I agree with you, because I've seen a lot of teams that come here for the first time. They're not used to the floor. They're not used to, how officials call things. And so it really does take a little bit of time for them to get their bearings, so to speak.
Yeah.
And once they do, I think this is, wow, what a big hit.
What a big hit by Gal.
Kind of kills them, escorted to the ground, courtesy of Gallifrey. Oh, and a power jam, Gallifrey.
Power jam for Gallifrey. Meany being sent to the box for Texas on a cut track.
Oh, Gallifrey effortlessly around the outside.
Betty's looking to run the pack there to get Gal through.
They're looking for a goat party, and they got one. That is Squasha being held back momentarily as the goat, now getting free, but
for Gal, all you need is a second.
That's true. That's 5-point scoring passes are going away, Nom. It's going to be a thing of the past.
I've heard that. New ruling that there's no jammer point now,
No
right?
jammer lap point. It's going to, I think, next year, 2019. I think it'll take effect.
If I read the article correctly, the individuals who sort of did the research on it said that taking it away simplified the game and didn't actually change the outcome of any of the games that they had watched.
See, and that there was a and now back to the box for the Texas Jammer.
For Meanie.
And Gallifrey just a little backward skating and a call off. It's going to be a power start for the Breakneck Betties. But yeah, like you were saying, I read that article as well, and they said that in the 2016 skating year, they looked at both playoffs and champs, and these are top-level officials,
right?
And there are 130 mistakes on Jammer lap points.
Yeah, that there was something like only 22% of the calls were actually accurate calls.
Right, and
that in only 2 of those games would it have changed the outcome of the game.
Correct, but there were several games that were decided between 1 and 4 points. So obviously the Jammer lap point not being called correctly is definitely a bone of contention. So Cadaver getting through, lead Jammer, as Texas still without a Jammer on track.
Cadaver trying to bulldoze her way through those Texas blockers. Meanie re-entering the track at the back of the pack, facing 4 Betty blockers at this point.
Destruction penalty on 0-5. Shakira playing from RGV Banditas. Rio Grande Valley, I believe that's what they said it was. Lots of different teams, as you mentioned. And kind of kills them, of course, the retired Zebra, the retired skater, and now very high-level official. And one skater, the captain, Spank, skates for Austin Anarchy, an MRDA team, and is former Bridgetown. Nino and Spank were fixtures here in the Portland men's derby scene before they moved to Texas. Cadaver having trouble in the apex between 3 and 4 as Texas trying to recycle. Really a good job by G to try and screen, but they are able to recycle all the way to the middle of the back straight.
G playing some heavy offense there, trying to get Cadaver out. Both teams sort of bunched up there right in turn 3. We have a no pack, and now we've got a bridge.
Rago now Jammer for Texas after taking the helmet cover, but now having to deal with Drone
and Fear
and Reese. I would really not want to.
Mostly just Drone.
And Drone getting a multiplayer block. Well, I thought that perhaps one of the other officials was summoning them back on the track, but they were actually asking for Jersey, the OPR, to come in.
Gotcha.
So I thought that maybe the call was going to be rescinded, but it was not. Well, they have Ripley back on the jam line.
Up against Trigger for Texas.
Ripley, one of the more tenured RCR skaters out there.
You know, I actually got a private lesson from Ripley when I first started skating.
Ripley was my private coach for first, until that whole baby thing happened. Oh, and a cut track for Ripley. And lead Jammer going to Trigger.
My private coach from the Betties was Lethal for the longest time until Lethal got drafted.
You know, and Lethal always gets some of the loudest cheering.
It's because she's amazing.
During introductions, because she's taught so many people in this building.
Yes, she has touched the derby lives of so many individuals.
So many people, and you can tell by the cheers.
Ginger Aff.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing. Ginger Aff will not be goated. Not me. Going to play a little offense for Ripley here.
She's going to be a wrecking ball, not a goat.
Oh, and look at that.
Ripley through. She sees a line on the inside there and just charges through.
Ripley now out on initial. Coach Ramrod asking for the call off and getting it. And that is going to be another, let's see, that is, have they added that 5? There it is. 10-0 jam there. 76-34. Score's getting tight, Nom Nom.
I don't know. Not very tight yet. We're not even, half and half yet. 76-34 is still 2 times plus.
You're a homer, and I love it. I'm trying to make it exciting over here, and you're like, nah, it's not that close.
Well, I'm just not. I'm just happy the Betties are up.
Ivy Cardi Attack. He's jamming against Jam It Janet. Jam It Janet out for lead, and Texas having a nice long string of lead jammers here.
Texas has definitely gotten their stuff together, has gotten their pack tactics and their team together in these past, 10 jams or so.
Oh, that is a cut track. Yep, I saw that one.
They know it.
Yeah, I saw that from way up here, and if we can see it from up here, it was obvious.
It was a very obvious one.
Yep. Well, that leaves Ivy Cardi Attack.
In a power jam.
But not getting, still able to. Oh, I thought they went out, too. I thought, and now a forearm.
Oh, so
on
that
Ivy
is.
Cardi Attack. It's going to be a jammer swap.
Yes, it is. So that's going to release Jam It Janet right away. And Ivy Cardi Attack probably only going to serve, 20-ish seconds of that jam?
Something
or of
like
that penalty?
It was probably a little less than that because Janet was not standing. Wow, there was impact. Okay. How many bets are we going to take? How many times I screw up Jam It Janet?
You read my mind because I keep wanting to do the same thing.
I don't even know if we're allowed to say that.
I don't either, but isn't there a song in the Rocky Horror Picture Show that is what we keep trying to say?
Can I make a terrible admission to you?
You've never seen it, have you?
I've never seen it.
That is a terrible admission.
I'm sorry, I haven't.
Then somebody out there on the live stream needs to confirm that there is, in fact, a song in the Rocky Horror Picture Show with the name that we keep trying to not call Jam It Janet.
Yes, yes. Message either Nom Nom or myself and let us know of that. Otherwise, we'll have to Google it the next time out.
If you're gonna message Hamtramck, you also need to harass him for not ever watching the Rocky Horror Picture Show because that is a crime.
I've never admitted that publicly until just now.
And you didn't just admit it publicly; you admitted it really publicly.
To like the 4 people that are watching us.
That's still more than just me. And the internet is forever.
Texas wins another jam there, 10-6, 82-44. I would like to point out that is
more than half.
Yeah, it's more than half the distance now.
Okay, you can start being more excited.
All right. Oh, dear. Let's see here. 1975 film. That was a year before I was born.
Or you can just up the tension in the game now.
You got me Googling Rocky Horror now. Oh, we have some Jammer on Jammer.
We got Jammer on Jammer, and we are going to try to eat the baby here, it looks like.
Yeah, Panda. Yeah. You know, what a statement to say. Not only are you the WFTDA MVP, I'm going to actually. Oh, wow, she just ate herself.
And she ate herself. That was poorly played. It was a beautiful try.
There you go.
It's true. I was correct. It is song number 2 on the soundtrack of the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yep, that it was. Well, Panda, now on no pass, finally out on initial. Gallifrey still not lead.
Oh, very nice little apex jump. However, it doesn't look like Panda fully stayed in bounds on that, so she is recycling herself.
But I thought you couldn't go to the outside if you were out of bounds on the inside.
Not being a ref, I'm going to defer the answer to that statement that had a question mark at the end.
I'm going to find an official at halftime and kind of ask that question because I thought that wasn't a thing, but I could be wrong.
Susan B. Animosity really doing a great job of keeping Panda back here at the back of the pack, along with JMFK.
Yeah, Susan missed a lot of last year after an ankle break. And now we still don't have a lead jammer. Now
we have a lead jammer.
That's called announcer's curse. And Gallifrey will call that off, scoring 0 points. Looks like 5 for Texas. With 6:40 left in the first period, Captain Sprout talking with the head referee Nitsugi. Looked like maybe talking about a back block. Nitsugi motioning that it was on the side in a legal target zone. We have both teams with a skater in the box. Wow, Drone! Oh
Drone
my
just
gosh.
knocking Shakira, just blasting her to the ground on the outside there.
I think that was a sleigh ride just about. I mean, just got low and, man, that was incredible.
Shakira looking for that inside line, only to be shut down by Gingiraffe.
Abracadabra, just my favorite style of jamming is just bulldozing through. She's so very good at it.
I don't jam, but I sure as heck admire those who do.
Boy,
And I think that if I did jam, that would be my style.
Yeah, you have to kind of work to your body type. And Abracadabra going to call that jam off. Now, the Betties sure needed that 9-0 jam after giving Texas a long streak of comeback points. The Betties have answered with fervor.
Good use of a word. Fervor.
You like that, huh?
I have a horrible habit of using one or two words entirely too much when I'm announcing. I usually actually have a set of thesaurus words up here so that I don't use the same word over and over and over again.
Well, if you don't know, this is our first time calling a game together, and I'm very excited to call a game with you, Nom Nom. We've been friends since pretty much the beginning of my roller derby.
The beginning of mine as
Yours
well.
too, yeah, since the very beginning. So it's nice to meet up in this.
In this venue.
Yeah, in this sort of circumstance, I guess.
I feel like announcing with you is sort of like coming full circle for my announcing so far. Like I've announced with King, and now I've announced with you, and it feels like coming home.
Look at Ripley just cutting. You'd never know that Ripley is not normally a jammer. She's just doing these great spin moves and wow, trying to play a little bit of defense too. What? And that's
what
just
track awareness.
Ripley is just so derby smart. Just so derby smart. And it's just fun to watch.
It's all so much fun to watch.
Because I watch all these skaters and it's like, God, I wish I could do that.
Seriously.
Oh my gosh. That's okay. We're learning. We're learning right now. We're at practice. We're just.
This is a type of practice.
It is
It's
practice.
absolutely a type of practice.
That's what it is. Practice for all of you too at home. Both of you.
All three of you.
Oh, Ivy Cardi attack with a little bit of a forearm there.
Oh, and we hear some whistles.
And we'll get called for it. Yep.
There it is.
There's the forearm call. And there was a star
Texas
pass.
with another star pass.
Well, that means this is going to be a 2-minute jam.
Panda hoping to capitalize on Ivy being in the penalty box. Oh, and it looks like there is another Betty blocker over there.
That's uppercase G. Now, here's a problem with.
Ooh, big hit by Drone.
Drone.
To the outside. That will be.
Drone is taking no prisoners.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a no pass, no penalty.
Someone
they
else.
did recycle her a little bit.
Somebody else recycled Drone back, and it wasn't as bad for Panda. Oh, Ivy back on track and out on initial. Wait, Drone's giving out some hits and is spending a lot of time on the track. Ivy trying to do this this jamming thing here with a Texas 4-wall, getting some help from G.
From G.
Now G having to bridge. Now G calling her wall forward so she can help play offense. Very good pack play here by the Betties as now they have to drop back to bridge.
Oh, man. Ivy just pushing against those Texas blockers. And they are not giving her an inch that she isn't absolutely working for. Still looking for some O from G there. Whistles on the track.
Yep.
Oh, Ivy is out.
And collecting points. Remember, this jam is 2 minutes long. Still another 10 seconds to go. No jammer can call off.
Panda was down on a knee there. I think that the Betty's blockers are really making her work hard.
Well, Panda's not looking like they're having a whole lot of fun right now, so.
I don't think when faced against Bleeda and Drone that I would necessarily be having very much fun either.
They're making a good pair tonight. They've really done some really good stuff out there. I'll tell you what, those short alls from Gallifrey are really throwing me off because it doesn't look red.
There's no red. It's just black and white. So Gallifrey up against Shakira, and Gallifrey, before we could even finish introductions is out in lead jammer. Hoping to open that gap between the two teams even more than this 57-103 spread.
Yep, 1 minute left in period one. How are the Betties going to play it?
With Gal on the track, I think they're probably just going to try and run it myself.
They would have to. Well, and the call off there with 50 seconds left, so there will be one more jam without a clock stoppage. Looks like a back block call after the fact on your mom's favorite. At halftime here, I'm going to have to go check out the
penalty board.
Penalty tracker there and see how that's going. Coach Demo and Captain Obvious having a chat with her in the penalty box.
Possibly telling her how many penalties she's racking up there.
Well, fortunately, we have these screens now that are telling. Everyone can look up and see what it is. Cataclysm jamming for Texas right now up against Cadaver. Wow, it's a good flipping wall by the Betties here. The offense coming from Tricks. And the Betties wall is just taking it in stride.
Cadaver is taking a seat in that Bud Light penalty box. I am not quite sure for what.
Lead jammer going to Cataclysm. The Betties trying to protect their points. And your mom's favorite gets through. Wow, big one from Cat. It was legal target zone.
Drone hitting Cat to the outside there.
Fira Nerys is going to have to play a little bit of offense there for Cadaver, who's now out of the penalty box. Cadaver just bulldozing through with a little help from Fira Nerys. And the jam will get called off, and that's going to bring us to halftime. We better get going on some halftime entertainment.
We should.
We'll see you in 15 minutes. Okay, so what we want you to try and do is try and rope that bull there. Okay? Who wants to go first? Okay. You know how to do this? No. Okay. You're going to have to just figure it out because I don't know how to do it either. So I'm guessing it's something. All right. We're going to let you try it. I was told we'd have an expert in here to demonstrate this. Go ahead and try it. So I want you to stand right over here behind the bull. We're going to make this as easy as possible, okay? No. Stand like right about here and try and twirl that thing and try and rope the bull with it. Here, hold this too. It's all part of it. You can go either hand. You can go whichever hand you want. Oh my gosh, I'm getting out of the way. All right, now throw it. Hey, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. All right, who's the next contestant? Come on up. All right. This would be a lot easier if we had someone who really knew how to do this.
That's the wrong part of the South for me.
Where's my sister? My sister knows how to do this. Bonus points if you rope yourself. All right, almost. All right, who's next? Who's next? Come on up. Come on up. Anybody? We have a backup plan in case this doesn't go. There you go. Give it a go. I'm going to stand clear. This is dangerous. Oh, almost. All right, who's next? Come on up. Here, this part right here is the. Try that. Yeah. Yeah, you hold that in your hand, and then you might want to make that a little bit bigger. Come on up. All right. Why don't you? See, she looks like she knows what she's doing. Oh, that's good. All right. Who's next? Come on up. You got to tie it off, right? All right. Oh, my word. Look out. Hey, that wasn't bad. Has everybody gone? Who hasn't gone? Come on up. Uh-oh. All right, go for it. Pick it up and try it. Has everybody gone? Okay, this is allegedly someone who knows what they're doing. Oh, he's stepping back. That's not a good start. All right. All right, we're gonna try this one more time. Have you gone? You want to try it? Okay, then we're going to try something different. We're going to try something different after this. Are you the person that did this a long time ago? Okay, there's our expert. All right, let's see. Oh, look at this. Okay. All right, we're going to try it a different way. Everybody grab a hula hoop. No. It's like ring toss. You're going to hoop the bull. So stand back here and try and rope the bull with your, just toss it. Just toss your hula hoop and see if you can catch it on the head. All right. Y'all are just taking this. Oh, yeah! Nicely done. All right, go for it. All right, from right here. Here we go. No, all right. Oh, we got one. All right. Just right at the line's fine. You already roped it, so you don't have to do this. You're already in the final. Almost. Come on up. Yeah, just for fun if you want. Actually, you just got stolen, so you're all right. Oh. Go ahead and try it. Go ahead and grab one and then try it. Oh, he almost took the bull's head off. Okay. She's already in the final, but she wants to try this anyway. All right. Oh, yeah. We got to fix the head. Oh, my gosh. Make sure the bull is anatomically correct here. All right, overthrow. Okay, you made it on the second one? Okay, who made it on the second one? Okay, right here. So the three of you come on up here. You're going to be in the final. Everybody grab a hula hoop. Okay? And I need one more hula hoop, please. All right. Where are my three contestants? You've hit a stationary target. Can you hit a moving target? Come on out. All right. The first two people to hula hoop the raptor win the tickets. On your mark, get set, go. We got one. Oh, she got it. Two. There she goes. Give it up for our winners over here. All right. You know what they win? There's a video to explain what they won. Crispy, would you take that away? Check. All right, who's got their raffle tickets out there? Hold them up high. Okay, let's give this thing a spin here. Donnie, you want to do the honors? All right. Why don't you pick a number out there? This is, of course, benefiting the Breakneck Betties. Whoa. Uh-oh. Here, put them back in there and rustle it all around. No, it's okay, we don't have time. Just swish your hand around a few times. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, here is your winning number for the raffle drawing tonight. It is 977346. 977346. Make yourself known. Bring it over. Come on over. Come on. Turn this one down a little bit. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. That's not it.
346.
Oh, that's it. Okay. Congratulations. Go ahead and go with these fine folks over there. Fill out some paperwork. And we'll get ready for period number 2 coming up in 1 minute and 17 seconds.
All right, Derby fans.
And here we are back from halftime, and we've got Ripley up against Pandemonium. Ripley getting out of the pack rather quickly, picking up lead jammer status. That was a rather heart-pumping halftime.
Hey, you make a great velociraptor.
Yep. For the record, anybody on the stream who might have seen that, Hamtramck did not tell me ahead of time that he was going to have contestants chase me. So that was sort of off the cuff.
Yeah, I thought it would make a nice new, degree of difficulty for you.
I just thought I was going to casually stroll back and forth, maybe do a couple jukes here and there.
Well, I didn't want them throwing it at you and hurting your costume, so I figured.
No, instead you have them chase me down and shepherd hook me with hula hoops.
You know what? The crowd loved it.
That's all that really matters.
That's true. We're here for the show, people. Look at Gallifrey on the outside. Oh my gosh.
Shakira is still getting held up by some Betty's blockers.
Yeah, that was
All
uppercase G.
4 of them, actually.
Yeah.
And that was uppercase G again.
G is having quite a great game. Up there with Ginger Aff and your mom's favorite, who has 5 penalties so far on this game.
Oh, you did check the penalty tracker.
I
Good.
did, and your mom is in a little bit of penalty trouble. Looks like Spank off to the box.
And Rago giving Gal a little bit of trouble up there. Gal looking for some O from Ginger Aff, which she got.
And Coach Demo asking for the call off and is going to get it. That is a 4-0 jam for the Betties, 119-66.
You can still increase your tension. It's still not double the score.
Is it warm in here, or is it just
I
me?
think it's just you.
My word.
Rather hot this evening,
Running
Hamtramck.
up and down the stairs with this scarf on.
Should have done it in a dinosaur suit.
I know. I was wondering if it was going to
That thing is
fog up on you.
That is a sweat tent.
Sweat tent. That is a sweet smell in place after a few minutes, huh? Wow, Cadaver just barreling through. Oh! Big hit by Susan B. Animosity on 0-0-0 Booty Queen. Kata kills him stepping out of bounds, but apparently not having to yield to Justine Tip. It is a no pass. No, it was signaled no pass. Now it's signaling lead. So that's lead for Kata kills him.
Justine there was giving Kat quite a hard time before they got out and got lead.
Multiplayer block going to trigger.
Abra looks like with or Cadaver with a star stash, trying to put it on there again at the end before the jam did get called.
And 3 points being signaled for Texas there. 27 minutes left, and this game is far from decided.
Oh, yeah, this is like playing a whole second game, not just a second half.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And this is...
You know, and this is the thing that I absolutely love about roller derby is we've got two jammers facing off on that Ron Tonkin jam line there, and all they are is smiles and happy and chit-chat back and forth together. They play aggressively on the track, but when it comes down to it, everybody who plays roller derby really just enjoys it. They have a good time.
Yeah, most people do. And it's funny how the switch does flip, though. You know, when you're both sitting there as Ripley gets lead jammer again.
And it looks like G headed to the box
Yep.
on a cut track.
It was. It's just one of those things where everyone's just exchanging pleasantries and everything. But that whistle blows, it's like, now I'm going to knock you down.
So that was a really neat play that didn't quite realize itself, but Trigger came barreling from the back of the pack up to the front to try and give some assistance to one of their teammates and actually launched them laterally trying to hit the Betty's jammer. It didn't realize itself, but it was very awesomely done.
It's the thought that counts, I guess.
It was beautifully executed, minus hitting the jammer.
Which kind of, well, we'll just leave that one alone. One blocker for each team.
It was pretty.
In the box. So that's a pivot line start. And, staying in bounds is Panda.
Doing a little matrix move there on the outside line.
Fancy footwork there, but now
Not
gets...
saving her right there. That was a little bit of Sprout and a little bit of Skelter and a little bit of Lethal.
And together, that is a very, very
That's a lot of
unfriendly
blocker.
wall.
Yes.
That is a very unfriendly wall, but not getting back together immediately. G going to play just bridge right now. They need him to come up so they can play offense, but that's not going to happen, and Ivy doesn't need it as Ivy gets through for lead. Panda looking for some sort of a call and not going to get it.
No, it looks like she was hit to the outside by G again and again.
5-point pass for Ivy. Cardi attack as we have a completed star pass to Janet. And the call off looks to be in time, and another 4 for Ivy. Total of 9 on 132-72.
The Betties are going to start this jam with a slight advantage as Texas does have one blocker standing in the penalty box.
Oh, I thought you were going to say they were starting with an advantage because Gallifrey is jamming.
Well, that's like an additional advantage. Betty's also starting an advantage because Gallifrey wearing the star for the Betties this jam. We do have a timeout, it looks like.
I did see.
Is it my favorite type of timeout, though?
It is a taco timeout.
Oh, those are always my favorite timeouts.
Because who doesn't love Porque no tacos?
Porque no, you mean
Porque.
Porque, yes.
Yeah. Yep. So it is an official timeout. It did come after Coach Demo of the Betties had a quick word with Nitsugi, and so now the NSOs in the middle are being brought into it. So not sure what was discussed. There are now 2 Texas skaters in the penalty box. So
now there's 3 advantages for the Betties, 2 blockers and Gallifrey. I think we just signaled the end of that timeout. We've got quite a hefty Betties cheering section underneath us this evening.
well, you know, and it's Don Juan who's really riling up the crowd, doing a great job as Purple Rain, who's really coordinating all of these cheers. A little bit of offense from Blida.
That was beautiful. Gallifrey flipping around backwards, skating around the other skaters. She just makes it look effortless.
Well, she's going to have to get as many points as possible before calling. Now they want to try and clear that box, so they are going to run this jam. Wow! Drone strikes again.
If Drone doesn't get MV blocker, I might be a tad upset.
Drone is just a force. Look at that. No quit until they're out of bounds. Oh, and not drawing the cut. You know, and that's just, I think it's been said probably too many times, just why I'll say it again, that your body type just does not matter in roller derby.
At all.
You are completely valuable if you're big. You're valuable if you're small.
You're effective at any size,
You know,
shape, height.
Because there's a technique in this sport that's going to play to your skills.
Absolutely.
So it's always a wonderful thing that everybody, nobody said that before, is valuable in
Is a
roller
derby body.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, man, Diamond Cutter making short work of that bunch up there in the pack right before the pivot line.
That was one of the fastest lead jammer status for Texas that we've seen yet.
I'm glad you qualified that for Texas.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're not talking Gallifrey, but, I mean, but that was very, very nice footwork by Diamond there, and it looks like a forearm penalty on Cadaver.
Cadaver taking a seat in that penalty box, while Diamond Cutter is in a power jam. And I got to tell you, the Betties don't have the lead on Texas that they did at the start of the game.
Texas opting to ice Cadaver in the box.
Smart decision.
And so that is going to bring out a power jam start for the Texas Roller Derby Addicts. .21 minutes left in this game. Still plenty of time. Betty's trying to get up on that pivot line.
Janet
Taking
power
out
jam.
their own skater.
Their own pivot.
The pivot who had to yield anyway. I believe there was a false start.
And G getting sent to the penalty box on a forearm.
Janet getting lead.
Cadaver re-entering the track. With the star in her hand. Oh, looking for a little apex hop. Getting slammed out of bounds by Rago.
Yeah, Rago was not having any of that apex business. So that's going to bring us into jam number 9. Score has not moved. We have Lethal, Susan B, Animosity, and Skelter blocking for the Betties as G is still in the box. Shakira trying to get through, finds their way to Skelter but falls, and the Betties are able to reform.
Ivy looking for a crocodile spin to the inside and just not quite planting her toe stops inbounds, getting recycled, but only for a second.
Texas is able to reform, and neither jammer having a whole bunch of success right here. Oh, but Shakira able to stay in bounds, dropping one knee, but staying in bounds, getting lead jammer. And now Ivy getting recycled back by Booty Queen.
Booty Queen really causing a lot of troubles there at the back of the pack. I almost said at the booty of the
I
pack.
was going to say, are you making a back joke there? We'll take puns all day long. Shakira opting to call that one off. And 4 points scored for Texas. Considering how long they had lead for, big credit to the Betty's defense on that for limiting that
holding
to
'em.
4. Well, and there are 2 Betties in the box, one for just a pair of seconds. So that's going to bring your mom and Drone, still a formidable twosome. Ripley is going to try and play a little defense to help kill some of that penalty time. Oh, and she's able to get out.
But draw her back.
But to the inside, that makes it tough because they can always cut around.
Yeah, it's a shorter distance on the inside than it is to the outside.
Forearm penalty on Drone.
And Diamond Cutter picking up lead. Ripley looking for her pivot. And it's
Rago, I think.
Or is it Booty Queen?
That's
It's
Rago.
Rago. And Rago making that really, really tough for Ripley to pass that star. Well, actually, Ripley can't pass the star because her pivot's in the penalty box.
Right, but, it looked like it was going to your mom there, but no. Now Ripley's actually telling everyone to just make a wall. They're just going to make a 4 wall out of this. Maybe they'll forget about Ripley long enough for Ripley to make an escape here.
I think they're just waiting for Drone to come back on.
Look, there she goes. There she goes. Yep, she sensed the wall was coming back, and then it just didn't work. They were able to reform.
Drone skates coming out from underneath her. Just a little too much heat.
So Ripley might play a little more, little defense right here on Diamond. Oh, and Diamond read it, but
still stopped her.
Yep, absolutely. Slowed the momentum so that
the Bettys could catch her.
Yep, no momentum going into that Betty wall. This is a big jam for Texas, but it's not coming without a price.
Drone now wearing the star for the Bettys.
Ramrod getting the call off there. 15-0 jam. Big jam for Texas. Less than 50 points behind. But that one came at a cost. Diamond was tired after that jam.
Diamond was very tired. It was very evident. But yeah, that score is it's narrowing down. We've got 42 points separating these teams. That's a couple of jams. Three of them, really, if you throw those 15-point jams up there each time.
Yeah, and that's what Bettys do, though. The Bettys wear you down. That championship game last year against GNR, they just wore GNR down. So this is what's happening right now is the Bettys are just trying to wear Texas down. Gallifrey.
That lateral movement. She can fake people out so well and get them thinking that she's going to go, oh, just, casual little hop.
Such a late.
She did get hit in the face there.
Yeah.
She's looking for the penalty.
She's asking for the high block now, but.
So she's going to call it, and I would not be surprised if there is a Betty's timeout and an official review.
Well.
I mean, again, if we can see it from up here.
Yeah, but you know what? If they were staring right at it and didn't call it, an official review is not going to get it for you either. They are not electing to go for that official review. High block is, for now, the only call where the offense does not have to have impact.
Oh, interesting.
So if contact to the head is made, regardless of whether or not it has impact on the play, it is still a penalty. Now, back block is going to go into that also for next year.
Okay.
But as it sits right now, high block is the only one that does not have to have impact to still be a penalty. Speaking of penalties,
and is that just because it's such a dangerous block?
Exactly. I mean, you don't want people messing with their spines, and I think what they were figuring out was that, a larger skater can take a bigger hit, and that doesn't make it any safer for them.
Right.
But it wouldn't impact the play quite as much, or even if you had a smaller player that was being strongly braced by their teammates and could take a big hit in the back, you certainly don't want that, and Cadaver's going to go for a back block.
For a back block. We talk about it, and then we see it. So this does leave Texas in a power jam, and there is no lead jammer at this point. There was a star stash or star pass on Texas. Rago now jamming for Texas.
So this is going to go a full 2 minutes. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens next year with that change to the back block penalty for these big bulldozer-style jammers. And
might really hamper them.
It could, or even smaller jammers that just come into packs very, very hot. What's going to happen? How is that going to change the game?
Yeah, I would say that it's definitely going to alter how some skaters skate through the pack.
I'm not going to jam ever again.
Well, I'm lucky in that respect, in that I'm never going to start jamming. So
you always say that, and then something happens. Oh, and look at Cadaver's footwork. Nicely done to get through and collect 5 points. So this is a 10-10 jam right now with right at 14 minutes left in this game. Oh, Cadaver!
Beautiful!
On. What the footwork! That was amazing.
What the footwork! I thought we were going to have a sensor moment there. That was
see what I did there?
I see what you did there.
Cadaver with just some amazing footwork there. Able to stay on inbounds and on the feet for most of that. And now it was 16-13. Betty's winning that jam by virtue of that footwork.
Here we are, Jam 13.
Gingeraf wearing the star for the Betties.
Whoa!
Not what I was expecting when I looked down, then looked back up for confirmation.
And getting lead. And Power Jam.
Oh, wow. Some big hits by Meanie up there at front, but Gingeraf just sort of shaking them off.
Well, Ginger's a big body out there too. It's you can put a big hit on Gingeraf and she's not gonna fall like some other skaters will. Look at that!
Look at
Look at
that!
that! Just a big
Diamond
shoulder
Cutter
check.
tried.
It didn't even look like it phased Ginger at all.
And that elegant African savanna animal with the red hair. Gingeraf, one of my favorite skaters.
Oh, look at that! Oh! Fortunately, Diamond going out of bounds and Ginger able to step back on. 5 more.
Casually
gonna go
calling it off.
Icing the jammer right at 10 seconds left in that penalty. Power start for the Betties. Now starting to open it up again. 15-0 on that jam. 181-116. Right at 12 minutes left in this game. Betty's breaking it out a little bit here.
I'm not gonna make any predictions about the end of this game. I'm just gonna let it play out. 12 minutes is a long time still.
It certainly can be, but when the Betties have power jams, we're going to see what happens. It's only a 10-second power jam, though.
But it's going to be enough, hopefully, for Ripley to maybe become
push that
lead
front wall.
jammer. Oh, and we just had a collision between the Texas jammer and one of our refs.
Well, we'll have to see if that turns into a
penalty.
or technically it could be
an ejection.
An ejection. It depends on what the intent was. If it's an innocent thing, you know.
From what I saw, it looked fairly innocent. Spaceman with a smile on his face at the end of it, but we'll see.
It takes a lot to knock Spaceman down. Well, Shakira getting lead. I'm not a small man, and I ran into Spaceman at full bore last weekend, and nothing happened.
Maybe you guys just canceled each other out.
Well, and that was a great play by Ripley to take the jammer out and force the call off by going backwards.
That's what I get for taking my eyes off the track for 2 seconds. All of a sudden, I was like, why is Ripley on the other side of the track skating backwards?
Well, Spaceman's looking like no big deal,
Yeah.
and because I believe Bling and Nitty are talking to Spaceman about it, and it looks like Spaceman's saying no big deal, so nothing's going to come of it, which is, I think, probably the right call.
Yeah. Ivy and Jam it, Janet. I almost did it. Almost.
But you saved it beautifully, Noms.
Rago getting sent to the box.
Oh, and Rago almost having a collision with an official.
Almost 2 of them. Jam it, Janet is out as our lead jammer. Those are some sparkly knee pads Jam it, Janet has.
There's an awful lot of sparkles on the Texas side. Diamond's practically...
Well, her name is Diamond Cutter.
I mean, yeah. Janet trying to get all the points, only gets 3 and gets the call off. And Coach Demo back out to the center to have a chat with Nitsugi, the head referee. Time is running out, though, as this jam's going to start. So...
Trying to get all the skaters who aren't skating off the track there. And we've got Cadaver again up against Meanie. 2 very big sort of bowling ball, wrecking ball, steamroller jammers.
Wow, but the great footwork. Oh, not great enough. It's a cut track call on.
And you saw her just, dang it.
In true Texas style. Gosh darn it. Golly gee darn shooks. Look at Cadaver.
Cadaver racking up more points. Doesn't even look tired.
About to cross the 200 mark here.
Looking
for
for
the
some
Betties.
O from your mom there for a second before your mom went back to pick up that Texas.
Well, they're
goat.
trying to pick up this 4-wall to goat this Texas skater so they can push their players out of play. But hey, Rago and Spank are just going to go to the box instead. Spank is going to end up in the queue.
Yeah.
Well, Spank's in the queue, so Spank's going to have to go as soon as somebody stands.
Right, they will be recalled into the penalty box.
So they're going to have to stay on the track for the next jam. Spank is getting off the track, and I think they're going to have to stay on track.
And
there it is.
Ramrod just telling her that's what she needed to do.
Yep.
Some confusion on the Texas team on who's being fielded. There we go.
So as soon as someone stands in the Bud Light penalty box for Texas, Spank will be told to return to the penalty box.
Oh, Gingeraff. I'm not going to say that it's easy to get out when there's only 2 blockers against your 4, because it's not. But again, Gingeraff just making it, the Betties just making it look so seamless.
Ginger's doing such good work on the lines. She's recycling back, but I don't know if she knows that she's still in. She's doing a great job of saving it. Justine Tip getting the call, but not Susan V. Animosity. Some confusion about.
Ooh, Diamond Cutter down.
Oh, whistles everywhere.
Everywhere.
Penalties. It looks like 3 Betties
Oh
trying to go to the box. So now Skelter
gonna
is in the
get recalled.
queue. Yep. So as it stands now, only Lethal and Skelter on the track right now. And it's going to be for a long time because all the Betties went almost at the exact same time. Oh, Skelter doesn't quite get enough. And Skelter is now being told to go to the penalty box.
I thought Gingeraff was actually going to turn around and go, oh, we're getting some dancing from Panda down there. A little staying alive action.
Well, you can't say they're not having fun. Betty's still managing to win this jam. 16-12, 2:11 now, 133. Starting to open up now, Nom Nom, with about 6 minutes left. But this has been an exciting game.
It's been a really, really good game. These are the type of games that I'm really happy that I get chosen to announce for.
Absolutely. I stole that absolutely word from my buddy Puns. Oh, look at Ripley getting through.
Oh, and
yes!
Booty just trying, but not able to push Ripley at all.
Ripley using the momentum to her advantage. Getting lead jammer, going to try and get as many points as possible before calling off here. Got 1, 2, got 3, looking for all 4.
Oh, and that Booty is just holding her up again.
Got it all, and they want to run it. They got Skelter out now, so they're saying to run though. I think they're just gonna.
And Booty Queen being sent to the penalty box with a forearm there at the very end.
Well, that'll be another ghost point for Ripley, who has now made it through the second pass.
Kat now the jammer for Texas.
Ripley's like, but I don't want to keep running it. Nice
But you're
offense.
doing so good, Ripley.
Nice offense by Skelter, and then the stink eye for the person she played offense against. Skelter, that was savage. Oh, my. 9-4 on that jam number 18. Coming down to it, 4.5 left.
And we've got a score of the Breakneck Betties 220 to the Texas Roller Derby Addicts 137.
Which for a pickup team,
It's pretty darn good.
to be going against a high level, these are the defending Rose City Rollers home team champions here.
When I announced for the Wreckers tournament last month, one of the teams that was playing in that tournament was also a pickup team. They were from Eastern Washington.
Chaos Theory.
Theory.
They're out
And
of
they were-
Tri-Cities.
Yeah, and they were also a super amazing dynamic team that even though they were a complete pickup team, once they got their mojo going, just like Texas Roller Derby Addicts here, like they did an amazing job.
And they're great people, too.
They are.
Well, it looks like we have an official timeout here. Penalty box coming out to talk with the penalty trackers.
And lots of dancing down on the track. Janet really going for it.
So I think the conversation has to do with points because I see one of the jam referees on the phone talking with the scorekeepers. So that is probably the nature of this official timeout. That is a taco timeout.
That's the best type of timeout.
Porque no?
Porque, yes.
All righty.
Porque always.
Porque, uh-huh.
So watching Janet dance like that as well as she is, I'm definitely going to be going to the after party tonight.
I'm old. I'm going to bed.
No, you're not.
I've been up since 1 a.m.
That is no excuse,
That's
Hamjack.
absolutely an excuse.
No, it's not. You should just make it a full 24 hours. Come out. I'll buy you a drink.
Oh, and look at Don Juan, the Purple Rain, getting everybody into it.
If you don't come to the after party, who's going to represent the announcers besides me?
You.
I was hoping you'd go so that I didn't have to go, actually.
Well, let's get Tofurious and Otter to do it.
Just kidding. I am going to the after party. Possibly in my Velociraptor suit.
Oh, my gosh. How amazing would that be? Forearm call on Meanie, and Ivy is your lead jammer. Shakira is able to get through the Betty's wall, and all it takes is one little pass through, as there is only one blocker on the track for Texas until just now.
Janet really trying real hard. Doing the best she can.
Not a lot you can do
what
when you're
she's got.
Yeah. Oh, that was a big hit there, but Shakira having to start behind
again.
Drone. Yeah, Drone's.
That's a Drone, Sprout, JMFK triad down there.
You know, I always like to say that's a really tough wall to get through, but I can't really think of any of these walls that
aren't tough.
I know. They're all here for a reason.
Maybe some of the juniors' walls I could be okay with. Maybe.
I don't know. I've seen some of those too. Some of those look pretty tough. I mean, unless you can just pick them up and move them, but I think that's a forearm penalty.
Is it?
Yeah, because I've actually seen jammers get penalties for forearms for hugging each other mid-jam.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Drone. Oh, able to take out Pan.
Cadaver.
But Panda saw Drone go to a knee, and that's all you need.
Yeah, and Peyo Du's now up there hassling Cadaver, letting her go. That looks like that was an out-of-play block on Peyo Du's.
Yep, I believe so. This four-wall doing some work on Panda.
And Cadaver is in a power jam right now. Did we say that?
Oh, I didn't notice that.
I didn't until just this
I'm
moment.
glad you're much smarter than I am.
And this is Meanie, again, just making life hard for Cadaver. Just side to side. No pass, no penalty on Cadaver, letting her go.
5 points for Cadaver as now Panda back on track. Oh, Cadaver just drills Panda. Oh, my. It's like, welcome to the pack. Welcome to my hangar.
Oh, and Drone, again, trying to catch big pieces of the Texas Jammer.
Fira going off to the penalty box. We have a successful star pass.
Drone is one of those blockers that is like, she be tiny but fierce.
Well, you know, a lot like, Dylan Botts and just other skaters that are just...
They can just get low and take you out at the knees.
Absolutely. If you take away the lower body, you have nothing. Very quietly, the Betties have really opened this up. 246, 140, 128 left in this game. So possibly the last jam of the game here. Ginger Aff on the jam line.
Against Diamond Cutter. In her super sparkly.
I was going to say, how could you tell that was Diamond?
That is actually, and that's actually how I know her now. It's just from those super sparkly everythings.
Yeah, you can't really
miss
Diamond on the track there. Ginger Aff trying to get through, trying to follow Justine Tip through, and she gets...
Diamond Cutter, big hit on Sprout.
But look at Ginger Aff, has only got 2 to beat there in the front.
Ginger Aff really using her momentum to...
Oh, Ginger's going to get it!
There she is.
45 seconds left on the period clock. The game is now in Ginger's hands. Coaches are saying, watch the clock. This game is yours. As long as no penalties happen on Ginger Aff, this game will end in 30 seconds. Betty's in victory formation here on the
on
bench.
The outside.
Gallifrey is geared down. Oh, a little Mohawk action on the outside. Ginger Aft continuing.
On this last 10 seconds of this period, and it looks like Ginger Aft is going to close this game out for us.
And even go through. Oh, no. Is this an apex jump?
Oh, trying.
And that is a illegal contact for hitting
on the
Spank.
last second of the period.
And so now this penalty will now she's lead again. Now she's leading and a call, and that's going to possibly end the game.
All right, we've got an unofficial score of the Breakneck Betties 256 to the Texas Roller Derby Addicts 147, folks.
I'm not sure what happened there, but I'm going to go down and do MVPs. It was great to have you along with us.
Thank you so much,
You're
Amtrak,
awesome.
and we'll see you next time.
Victory lap. Thanks for coming out, everybody.
Roller Derby Addicts. And can we get one more round of applause for your Wheels of Justice? Actually, I lied. I want one more round of applause. I want a round of applause for our officials. All right, we're going to do some MVP awards here just momentarily. All right, get together and decide your MVPs, and then we'll get this done, and then we'll see you at the after party. Oh, Spank says, let me go get them. I hope so. All right, it looks like we are getting down to it. Looks like they're collecting the MVP awards as we speak. All right, here comes Cadaver. I think Spank is, okay, there's Spank with theirs. Did anyone's, yeah. Okay, the Betties are ready, so we're going to give Texas another quick second. Are you good, Spank? Come on up. So the MVP blocker for Texas tonight is Meanie. Hang loose so we can do a picture. And then the MVP jammer is Diamond Cutter. who really has like the best gear ever. I mean, the best gear. Okay, for the Breakneck Betties, the best blocker, Drone. Because, duh. Great job. And the MVP jammer, Gingiraffe. Let me get Spank, go ahead and hop in there. MVPs and captains, can you just look at this gentleman right here for a quick picture? And then as soon as they're done, we'll get everybody together. Okay, all right, can we get all the teams, all the skaters in together, please? All skaters come on in, we'll get a quick group picture, and then it's potty time. Smothered in puppy snuggles. All right, one more round of applause for everybody. Great job, skaters. Please get home safe. We'll see you here tomorrow night for the high roller game against Cherry City's 8-Wheel Assassins. We'll see y'all tomorrow.